What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Vitaly? This is an early morning demo for your guys' Empress Regnant by SP Sabers and Props. So Sean Patterson over there. I got this done late last night, but did not have it in me to make a demo. So I wanted to do that first thing this morning, and then we can get this out in the mail today. We're going to go a little bit in reverse than what I usually do because I have the batteries in here already. I had to record flipping this guy out in the garage real quick so that you could see that it worked that way. And so we'll just work our way backwards. It's installed, well, they're both installed with CFXs. They've got the CC Sabers LEDs in here for your main PCB. I'm going to light these blade plugs up real quick so you can see them shine. And then we'll take these out and I'll show you the PCB, and then we'll go over taking the handles out. 2 button setups on both. So your activation buttons will be here and your auxiliary buttons will be up top here, right? So just like that. You got nice shine through in your windows, and then your blade plugs light up and they look really cool too. And the auxiliary down here. And then one more time here. For both. These have both been updated to the latest firmware, or I think I use 0.005i. Let's take these blade plugs out. If I start talking and doing stuff, I get confused. They're both set up identically, obviously. You had got these chassis from me previously, but there are your CC Sabers in there, right? So everything's fired up in there just like it should. We'll go ahead and throw a blade in each one. I do have a little cutscene that I'll show you here in a second of 2 blades in these, and then flip them out, because you can literally just take this guy, flip it out like that. But we'll put blade in one at a time and fire them up real quick here at my desk. So we got this guy. I just have the stock fonts on here because I know you're going to get in there and do your own thing. So on camera, we'll take this blade out of this one and put it over here in this one. And then lock this down. We can, you know, of course, we change sound fonts.
Sound bank selection. Night 4. Crystal focus. Crystal focus. Nebula. Nebula. Spectrum.
Just like that. And then we'll take the blade out and we'll go over the actual sabers, the internals. These are a bit of a beast to handle, so bear with me. Because while I'm thinking, well, I'll put your blade plugs in later. When you take these sabers out from the handles, right? Because they unscrew right here. It does matter what side goes to what. So this upper saber piece needs to go to this handle. Same for over here, right? If you get those swapped, this won't clock correctly, and these emitters won't line up, and those magnets right that are located right there, they won't touch each other. So just make sure that you don't get those swapped up. If you screw one on, you'll notice it immediately that you got it on the wrong side. All right. So what you want to do is just grab the handle here, and we just want to untwist it right here, and it untwists right here. I'm going to take them both out before we go over them. And then here are your chassis. They're each identical. I'll show you the other one. But your battery compartment's right here. You can pop that battery out with your finger just like that. You've got a removable battery setup. You've got your 24mm KR speaker. And then when you look in here, you do have access, as good of access as I could give to your micro USB and your SD card, your CFX board. And you'll notice that I wired these guys upside down. So actually, you know, it just depends on the person. So I know you guys like to hook up to the micro USB a lot. So when I designed this chassis for CFX, you know, when you originally asked me to, I made sure to account for that. So I've been using a pair of tweezers like this to take the SD card in and out, and you can do that fine from here, right? It's just it takes a little bit to get in there and get it, but it works out fine. Your blade retention screws, there's two of them, okay? There's a big guy right here, and then 180 degrees from that, there's another big guy right here. So these guys are locked down. That's what holds your chassis. The chassis goes all the way up, and it's your PCB holder as well. It's hard to see on camera, but that PCB holder stops right where the blade socket stops. So the only thing sticking into the blade socket are the pins for the actual PCB to make contact with your blade. So you don't want to loosen those guys up. What else did we got? Yeah, just a few aesthetics here for the chassis. There's nothing on the back. This was designed, the length of this was designed to, it butts up right against the coupler when this screws on, right? So it doesn't go anywhere, and it could withstand the impact of being swung out all the time. And I'll show you that right here. And then, for your speaker, you know, your sound venting is right here in this pill section. There are a bunch of holes in here, and it sounds really good for being a 24mm coming out of those holes. So yeah, that is basically your Empress staff. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, I will get this out in the mail to you today. All right, thanks, man.